son.
Hey guys, Thetcglover here, how are you doing today? So, I'm going to be talking about the UA. Now, you're going to go, what the hell is a... Ugh? But, yeah, so Duelist Alliance, these 2 or 3 cards came into the game and they kind of just slipped under the rug. And, you know, TCG exclusive, everyone was looking at Burning Abyss, and they are the other TCG exclusive, which actually is a good deck, and UA just got slept under the rug because they did not have the support. They've only got 3 cards in their archetype, so people were like, you know, not gonna be good. But also the fact that they're rares and commons, and so the deck is incredibly cheap. So when new support comes out, it could get very good, and everyone can play the deck very cheaply. And whether or not there is more stuff to come, we don't know. So this is going to be as of something date, I don't know. For the cards that we know, we've got the UA Mighty Slugger. Now this guy is a big guy because when you have the stadium on the field, this guy goes up to 2800, and when it attacks, your opponent can't activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. So basically it turns it into an Armades, which is basically absolutely broken. So you know, that's really strong. Next one is, if it's going to show me, yep, UA Perfect Ace. Now this guy is great. Now what you do with both of these guys, this one lets you negate stuff on your opponent's turn by discarding a card. You can do it once per turn. So you can like put your opponent down to low resources, and then you can basically shut them off of anything, so any Vanity's Emptiness or anything like that. But basically you combine these 2 together. So Mighty Slugger comes out on your turn, does some attacking, prevents your opponent from doing stuff, and then you trade it for this guy on your opponent's turn, and it's 2500 wall, which negates stuff. So you can like basically interchange them because of their effects, and then you are good. So you can just chill. And so they're both level 5, so if you do have both of them out on the field, then you can make rank 5s, which is really great, because Volcasaurus and Zenmayo and Tyrus, really great cards. So, but anyway, these 2 are great. And of course you have UA Stadium, which basically lets you normal summon a UA. But then you go, but how am I supposed to normal summon these? There's no way to do it. There's no way to do it. So what's the point of the field spell? Well, now there is, because we have UA midfielder. Okay. Now this guy is great because he's level 4, so he can be searched with Rota. He's also normal summonable, which triggers off UA Stadium, because UA Stadium, when a UA monster is normal summoned or tribute summoned in some cases, you can add a UA monster from your deck to your hand. So once per turn, when UA monster special summons to your side of the field, all monsters you currently control gain 500. They don't even have to be UA, okay? As long as that UA monster is special summoned, even if you have off support stuff like, I don't know, a Fire Fist or something, you can bump those up 500 points. So it actually benefits other archetypes as well as yourself, provided you combine them with another archetype. But you don't really need to, because they kind of all work together. But UA midfielder is cool. Yeah, so you normal summon it, you search, you're good. During either player's turn, you can target one other UA monster you control. So if you have another one on your field, you can return that face-up monster to your hand. Then special summon one UA monster from your hand with a different name from as that monster. So basically it does what the other things do, except this guy lets you do that trade, the Mighty Slugger and the Perfect Ace trading. So if you have a Mighty Slugger on your field on your opponent's turn, you know that's not going to be optimal, because 700 defense is not very strong, 2300 is not that strong. Yeah, so basically you want to trade them off as much as you can, so therefore you can optimize which cards you have on the field at which turn. So this guy lets you go off at any point, and of course you can bring it back to your hand, special summon another one on your next turn, re-summon it again, and then UA Stadium searched again. So you can get a hell of a lot of searching from these 2 cards combined. So midfielder is a great addition for this deck. It needed this kind of card to push it forward, and it's glad that it got it. So it was definitely a free of the deck. The other one is UA Goalkeeper. Now this guy is interesting. You can't really read the effect, but I can say it out. So it's got the typical clause where you can trade it with another UA on the field. But once per turn, during your opponent's turn, you can target one UA monster you control. Once per turn, once during this turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. So it's a 2800 wall, so it can't be destroyed by Shadow Construct. So it's got a nice little beefy wall. However, it's level 6, so you can't really use it too well to go into Xyz unless you have 2 of them. And to be fair, I've got some other cards that I want to show that don't really kind of go with it too well. So it's got a place in its own way. Like, you may be able to run 1 because midfielder can get it straight out. But you don't want to have too many level 5s and 6s to the point where it clogs. So it may be a one-off, but it isn't that great of a card. If it was level 5, it would be much better. I don't know why I didn't make it level 5. We have UA Powered Jersey. This looks like a super rare, but I don't know for sure. Equip only to UA monster, it gains 1000-second defense. Also, if it battles your opponent's monster, any bad damage it inflicts your opponent is doubled. It can attack twice, so it destroys the monster. So it's basically got the same as BLS. And if you equip this card, the Power Jersey, Mighty Slugger, it becomes a 33, and then you gain the boost from the field spell, so it becomes a 38 double attacker. So if you attack something very weak, maybe something with like a Lumina or a Tour Guide, you can inflict you can inflict basically 4,000 points of damage, and then you get to attack again, maybe attack into Tour Guide's other target. I don't know, but whatever that is, that's pretty damn strong, so you can't complain about that. So also, if you return the monster that was targeted with this card back to your hand, it returns this card back to your hand instead of going to the graveyard, so you can actually reuse it again and it doesn't neg you. So really great. This card, now, this is the card that I want to talk about last, Feast of the Wild level 5. It came out in Duelist Alliance, and I think it was designed to be worked with the Battle Guards, as you can see by the artwork, but the card actually does a lot more than that. I mean, if you look at the card, special summon up to 2 level 5 warrior type monsters from your hand or your grave. So up to 2, and from your hand or grave. So it's got so much versatility, but the effects are negated, also cannot attack. So if you've looked at the UA monsters, you'll notice that they actually do all of their shenanigans from the hand, okay? They obviously don't. Perfect Ace and Mighty Slugger do not do much when they can't attack or they can't activate their effects, so they're not very good. But you can just go straight into a rank 5, and also you can summon something else, and then you can put them back in your hand. Like if you summon midfielder, you can put them back in your hand, and then you can summon them again, and then they get their effects. So realistically, the fact that they're negated and the fact that they can't attack actually doesn't mean anything, because the cards are going to be returned to your hand, or they're going to be used for an Xyz, and there's no restriction. If you summon a rank 5 and then you pop something, you can do this card again. If you have 2 of these in your hand, you instantly get 4 level 5 warrior type monsters. So you can special summon as much as you want, and then you get so much stuff. So running double Volcasaurus or double or triple Volcasaurus would actually basically give you game. And this card is incredibly strong for what it does. There's no restriction on the attribute, so this card will fit into the deck perfectly, because you get your 6 targets for the deck, and you'll be able to search them with UA Stadium, and they will come out and they will get destroyed, and then you can just bring them straight back with Feast of the Wild, put them back in your hand. So you'll be able to gain a massive advantage from this. So really fantastic card. And I'm going to end up playing 3 of them, I'm sure. So anyway, comment down your opinions of the archetype below. I think it's a really cool little archetype that's going to get better. I mean, this is the first thing, and then we're going to have the Secrets of Eternity set in January, which is only 2 months away. So basically, you need to see whether or not you want to collect this set now. You might as well pick up everything you need for it, and then if it gets amazingly good suddenly, you have all the cards you need for it, even though it's not that hard to get all of it. But you know, there you go. Comment down below your opinions of the archetype if you think it's any good, and I will see you guys in a few days. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, the Thetcglover is out.